Good morning, everyone. Good morning. How's everyone doing? What's up, Cole? How you doing, brother? What's up, Victor? What's going on? So, let's give it one more minute for everyone to hop in here. What is going on? So yesterday, pretty solid day. 4 for 4, up 2,200. I'll take that every single day. Let's do it again today. Let's do it again today. Let's play some tunes. Let's play some tunes. Okay. So, Q's pretty much even. SPY even. Excuse me. I was looking for a breakout yesterday on SPY and today. Got it for like 3 seconds. Like not even like at all. You know, I was looking for a breakout here in continuation and a push to 446 end of day. You know, I had to scale out because obviously it didn't want to continue its push. But this morning, Q's higher lows, lower highs sitting right at the middle. So if this starts to push out and can break through 372.74, Q calls all day long. If not, if it rejects, puts. Same with SPY. If SPY can't push through this previous resistance from yesterday, 445.22, right? Previous support, resistance, right? Rejected 3 times. If that can't break over, then we'll have to look for puts. If it can, we'll look for calls. That's pretty much the top watch for me today. Let's take a look at VIX. So VIX, right? We kind of have these higher lows, lower highs being put in place. Let's go to a higher time frame. We had this previous resistance, which look where it started to bounce off of, right? Resistance, started to bounce right off the zone. Also lines up with this multiple area, right? Support, resistance, support. So if VIX starts to push up here, we'll watch that. If it starts to push down and it can break this low, I think we see some more upside today. So I have an alert set on both right now. Right, so that lines up pretty perfect with, you know, where we're at with SPY and QQQ. Yes, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Anyone have any questions about that so far? Google looks like it's you know, setting up for a move today. Right, we have the flagpole, we have resistance. If it could push out end of day or beginning of the day, I mean, I think we could see a nice move today on Google, right? Had that nice consolidation phase, pushed up, retested, acted as support, right? Older resistance as a new support. So I'll be watching that on Google. Add it to the watch list, do whatever you got to do. So, right, Q's, top watch, SPY, top watch. Could just play SPX maybe today. And Google so far. Meta, right, on a higher time frame, it had that breakout. And then it pulled back and ended up breaking down, and now it's just sitting in the range again. Weird chart. Really weird. Let's delete this one here. But it is up 0.67% again. So, I mean, if it can break to the upside, you know, we could watch it for a next week trade potentially. You know, looks decent, I guess. Microsoft started to break down end of day yesterday. If it does break low a day, I think we'll push towards this previous triple bottom that we had here at 326.78. Right, if it can break down, then it looks like it might test 326. Apple up 0.4% pre-market, has a gap to fill to the upside. Let me remove this alert. Has that gap to fill to the upside, so if it can push, you know, we do have a resistance at 181, so a 3-point move would be pretty solid. BABA, not really interested in. NVIDIA, let's redo this chart, clean it up a little bit. Get rid of these lines too. I always like to clean up the chart, you know, that way I just have a fresh perspective. First thing I see is this previous support now acting as a potential resistance. All right, then I'll chart out the, you know, the major support and resistances. So resistance, resistance, resistance acted as support here. Right, then we have this one. So on NVIDIA, if we can break below 452.68, I think we see some big downside again. Right, we have this previous resistance, acted as support, and then again yesterday, acted as support perfectly. Pretty perfectly. So, pretty interesting. We'll keep an eye on that one as well. Tesla's still in this flag, right? We had that fake breakdown yesterday. So we do have these higher lows, lower highs sitting right in the middle of the range again. So if it can break out of this wedge, it looks like we can get that next leg up to 264 plus. Amazon kind of looks like Google a little bit. Right, resistance, sitting right below a breakout point. If it can hold 136.78, which is its previous resistance, was a support, acted as resistance, right, then it could, you know, potentially break out. Should you open an LLC when becoming a full-time trader? There's really no difference. No difference. You can write off the stuff anyway, but ask your CPA. Netflix looks pretty solid. Right, we have this previous resistance on Netflix at 445.25, which we rejected it on last Friday. Right, then this week we've just been consolidating underneath this resistance now. So if it can break out through that resistance, 445.25, you know, this could definitely go. We'll keep an eye on this as well. So Google, NVIDIA, Netflix. AMD. AMD's just sitting in the range still. Needs more time. Let's see. PayPal is just consolidated all day yesterday. Right, just all day. From Thursday to oh yeah, yesterday was Thursday. This week was so short, it feels weird. But look at this flag here on PayPal. Higher lows, lower highs, just sideways all day. Shop also looks pretty solid, right? Look at this consolidation, rejected multiple times. So we'll keep an eye on this as well. We'll keep it on that and PayPal just to watch. Rivian could even break out, right? Look at this higher time frame on Rivian. So the huge move up, consolidated a bunch. Now it looks like it's setting up for its next move up. We can keep an eye on that too. All right, let's look at some of the charts that you guys mentioned. Intel. So Intel's already seen a massive move to the upside pretty much. I don't like playing these up here. It isn't a gap fill though, right? It does have room to go to fill that gap. Roblox. So Roblox been performing pretty weak over the last year. It is sitting at the bottom of this range. Right? Previous support starting to act as a potential bounce zone. Let's see. So yeah, I would like try and draw it like this, but it's a little bit forced. This previous support acting as resistance. Right, previous support, resistance. So it needs over 29.35. You know. Visa. Doesn't even show up pre-market. Interesting. Nothing really special. It just looks like a basic chart. Airbnb. Yeah, so Airbnb is sitting below this previous resistance from February of 2023, so this year. Also kind of rejected it twice. So yeah, if it could break that 144.63, it could definitely potentially, you know, see its next leg up. But my top setups this morning are QQQ and SPY, along with Google. Netflix looks good. NVIDIA, if it starts breaking down, we'll set another alert there. Appreciate it, Bino. Costco, sure. It's not Costco, is it? Cisco. So it's been on an absolute tear. Not something that I would like to play personally. Yeah, not really something that I would like to play. There's really nothing there. Meta we covered before, but right, higher time frame still look fine. But that candle yesterday is just wild, right? It's like a lightsaber. It's like a lightsaber. So I just need to see which way it breaks out. So I'm never bullish or bearish. I'm just like thinking if this then that, which is the mentality you need to have when trading. So if it breaks around 445.22, we push up. If it rejects and we break below, then we'll see downside in 443 or so. Same with Qs, right? If Qs can break 372.74, we'll push up. We have a gap to fill. If it rejects and we start breaking down, we'll go lower. Sure, Tesla's trading in this range. Right, so we had these higher lows, lower highs sitting at this little range right here. If it can break right here, you know, we'll possibly push up to 257, 258 maybe. You know, we can watch that. That's definitely something we can watch. Like a break of 252.5 or so. Right here. 252.8. Right, if it could break this little resistance, acted as a resistance again before it closed yesterday, I could push up and, you know, maybe see a little bit higher. No problem. No problemo. So that's really it for the morning watch list, guys. If anyone has any questions about anything, let me know before I head out and set up the Zoom. But some good setups this morning. It's Friday, right? No need to trade longer than we have to. Right, so Q's on watch, SPY on watch, Google is on watch for a breakout here. Also Netflix, right? If it could break through 445.25, we'll watch that. PayPal you could watch. I'd rather watch the other names, no problem. Rivian could easily break out too. So there's a ton of good setups today, guys. Ton of good setups. I like Q's. If Q's can break 372.74, I think we'll see a nice move to the upside. Right? Because previous resistance, support, resistance, like super clean chart. So do I wait for a close? No. If you wait for a close, especially on 0 DTE, you're going to miss every single move. Just have a plan going into the trade, right? Have an entry point, a stop loss, and a price target before getting in. And, you know, just follow that plan. Right? You're not going to win every trade. So make sure you don't have that in your head. You know, no one has a 90, 100% win rate. No one. If they do, they're lying. You know, especially day trading. So that's that. Average win rate's like around 60% for most people, 50%. The good traders is around 70. All right. So I'm going to go get a coffee quick and set up the Zoom. Appreciate everyone stopping by. Love every single one of you. I will see you in the Zoom. Mike's trade has a 100% win rate. Right. You'd be a billionaire. I will see you guys in the Zoom.